Live from the Dunkin Latte Lounge.
Welcome to our Dunkin Latte Lounge. My name is Maxwell, and I don't think that you're looking at me. You're definitely focused on this gentleman here who, I got to be honest, man, I've been a fan for a little while, and it has to be a song that takes me straight to the villa of Love Island when I hear Robin Schulz.
Love Island.
Dude, that's that. Gosh, man, I've been
really?
a fan. I have been a fan for a little while. But anyway, give it up for Francesco Yates, ladies and gentlemen, please. Come on. Sugar is the record that I'm referring to because as soon as I hear, whenever my mind goes to the beach. But we're gonna talk about all things that are you and how, gosh, man, you keep the hair so curly. How the falsetto.
I just found out the secret to that too.
You're gonna expose the secret.
I found out the secret to that. I'd been struggling with it for quite like a millennia and a bit. I found out about leave-in conditioner. I know.
Wait, hold on! Don't give away the secret at the beginning part of the conversation, man. We got to tease, but let's go back, man, and share with the world who Francesco is and how someone around the age of 9, 10 kind of found that music was gonna be his calling. So, where did it start for you, bro?
It started for me really. It always kind of been in my life, but I think School of Rock really pushed me over the edge. When I saw that, I'm like, I have to do this. Absolutely have to do this. And so that's kind of what started me on the journey of the insanity,
So creating, when you're seeing School of Rock and you're being influenced by people who look like you, young, kids that are rocking, and knowing that that's something that you want to do. What are you writing about at that age?
I'm not exactly sure what I was writing about. I was writing about something. The lyrics didn't really make sense at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I knew I had to do it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's kind of what got me going on it.
So now, fast forward to you're starting to see EPs released. You're watching songs connect. You're like I was just telling you at the beginning of this whole conversation. You're creating songs that are global. Did you ever think in your heart that that was going to be what you were going to accomplish? And how awesome does it feel to know that, yeah, those were the things that I thought I was going to accomplish, and they are happening?
It's yes and no. I thought that I set out to do it.
For sure.
But you never really think that something like that can happen for you. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It just it ended up taking on a little bit of a life of its own.
So, all right, Francesco, here's the thing. For those of you that are checking out the video and catching a hint of the accents, Toronto,
Great.
Canada, man. No,
I was trying to hide it, like I didn't even know I had one. I've been told before that I have one, and I guess so.
But what is it about, gosh, man, representing for Canada and carrying that with pride and, and being another successful artist from Canada who is truly, creating from a space in their heart that is, again, it's connecting all over the planet, man. How's it feel to be, you know what I mean? Because when the names that come up, obviously, we're thinking Alessia Caras. We're thinking the Shawn Mendes of the world, the Justin Biebers of the world. But to know that you have been, right along that same path, how does it feel to represent for Toronto?
Well, Canada's, had its moment even before the inception of Drake and Justin Bieber.
How'd I leave out Drake, too, by the way, man? My bad, Aubrey.
But, it's great that it's getting its moment in this big way. You know what I mean?
And as you create, as you shape your sound, as you put this funk into it and show that there are, just so many talented artists from Canada doing their thing. Again, I go back to the question of what's it like to be able to create and to know that you're doing what is your life's work?
I'm lucky that, whatever the music is, I consider it my work. I'm lucky that I can have it be my passion at the same time.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to do it, I feel lucky and very grateful to do it at the level that I do it. You know what I mean?
Now, growing up, who were some of those artists? Who were some of those, superstars that you looked up to aside from the School of Rock kids that you decided to, I don't know, not emulate, but really model your sound around to a degree, or take little bits of influences from and adapt them into who Francesco is.
I've never said this before, but I'm a big Andre 3000 fan.
Word. So I came prepared.
Yeah, there you go.
I did not know that, man,
go.
but look at that.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did because I did my research. But no.
Outcast from a long time. Prince. I was a big fan of Prince. Led Zeppelin. A lot of so I got it like a taste of both worlds. I actually found out that my dad played D'Angelo in the car as a baby.
No way.
So I was very partial to D'Angelo for some time, and even still now. So I got like the rock bands, but I also got a lot of heavy R&B stuff too.
So as you start to take those influences and mold them into what your sound is, how cool is it to know that you are being so true to yourself and creating music that is that bit of funk, that bit of R&B, that bit of pop and rock all together, and then that falsetto comes in every once in a while, man, and blows us all away. What's it like to to create that sound and make it so genuinely and so organically you?
I think I'm happy that the synthesis of those couple little elements comes together the way that it does. You
right
know
on.
What I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's I'm lucky that it comes across organic that way. You know what I mean?
It's very organic, bro. When you step out onto a stage, as a matter of fact, for those that have been, popping up to these Backstreet Boys tour spots, and and I mean, you're walking onto a stage and really just creating the sound that lots of people are connecting to. From your vantage point, how rad is that to see that you being you is really making people go as crazy as they have been for some time now?
Well, like I said, as well as the work that I put into it, I feel very grateful to do it.
For sure.
What I mean, I remember when I first got an arena level opportunity to open up for Justin Timberlake. I thought that was crazy and the once in a lifetime sort of thing. So to by the fortune of the dice rolling to be able to do it again after the pandemic with the Backstreet Boys, I feel like it's a blessing for me. You know what I mean? Because these things, they don't come along, especially after pandemics of all things.
Have you sat with the idea to know that you've deserved those opportunities because of who you are, what you do, the sound that you create, and to live with that moment and know that you're doing something that is right? Have you been able to tell yourself that?
I have a bit of a perfectionist thing where if I tell myself that, maybe I'll stop. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to keep it, and I'm never satisfied with my performances or things like that. I always have to keep pushing forward,
Well, before we get to, I want to talk Jimmy in a little bit. For those of you that have heard the record, that have streamed the record, that know that this song is funky. Shout out to Mr. Hendrix, who is obviously one of the great. But also, I want to double back to the beginning part of this conversation and the hair conversation, because now is the time for us to release that secret, bro. The curls, I think it's envy, maybe, that I have on my part, or maybe it's that I wish that I had those as well and knew what the secret was to maintaining a lush, hairdo. But what is that secret?
Today, it woke up because it dictates everything. It had a life of its own. It woke up a mess. And before, I would have to roll with the mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just go with it.
It's my co-star.
All right.
But putting this leave-in moisturizer, it's this white Revlon bottle of leave-in moisturizer, and it fixes it right up. I don't know. I've discovered it recently, so it's been helping.
Revlon moisturizer.
Shout out to Revlon.
Maybe I should give it a chance. I don't know if it'll work for me, but nonetheless, you do it well, man. And now it's time. All right, let me shift away from there and talk Jimmy. What is it about this particular song that you love most in the story that you're telling with this one?
The story is about Hollywood and not getting too lost or pulled into it when you really pay attention to lyrics. I took it in the form of a woman, and it just tells the story of what happens when you go through and how to navigate it. Really, as
a singer songwriter, as an artist, how scary is it at times, but also how exciting is it to navigate Hollywood, that storyline that you're sharing, to be thick in the middle of it and to duck and dodge when you need to, but take it on head on when you need to as well?
Well, I think for artists, and I think as I can relate it to myself, having a strong family foundation is always what kind of, you can go and you can be within the belly of the beast and then pull yourself out of it as well. You know what I mean? And I have my parents to thank for that.
Have there been moments where it was pretty scary and you thought to yourself, do I have what it takes to do this? Or have you always had that solid foundation and that team behind you, that family behind you who have been there, your ride or dies, to tell you, like, no, we're not going to let you quit. We're not going to let you stop.
Well, it was like that for a little bit when I got off of the Justin Timberlake tour because I had never done anything like that before. So you get that rush of dopamine, and you've never done nothing like it, and then you're back in your studio, the same four walls.
For sure.
It's not a very easy thing to go from arenas to back to your room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because I had my parents and I had good people surrounding me to help me work through it, it made it easier.
With that, what have you learned about yourself, man? What have you learned that you would tell 8-year-old Francesco, what would be that bit of advice that you would take away, or that you did take away from?
Well, because I'm a Virgo, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, is to just, sometimes the Virgoisms need not apply. You know what I mean? Just relax a little bit.
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
So as we sit here and we talk music, and you've got, does the guitar there have a name? Do we call he or she or they something? I want you to take it into your hands and do what you do best, but what shall we call that there?
Dark blonde.
There it is.
Dark blonde.
It's a time.
Looks like a dark blonde situation going on here.
It's a time for me to shut up and let you hold on to dark blonde and do what you do.
Sounds good.
Sound all right?
Right on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from our Dunkin Latte Lounge, performing for you here, Z100.com. Thank you for watching. This is Francesco Yates. Yeah.
Is this the final song for us? Out of key and all out of touch. Written and produced by lonely love. 'Cause I'm singing to myself. Guess every summer sun has to set. Such a short but a sweet duet. One I can't remember to forget. Now that I'm singing to myself. And I don't know where you are underneath those lonely stars, till this song finds a home. Without you I roam. I'll be singing a cappella my own. And even if this is our last note to the song you and I thought we wrote, don't forget it, 'cause I know I won't. Now that I'm singing to myself, when a wind will make your tears dry fast, freeze them so the memories don't last. Keep them in that sweet September's past now. Now that I'm singing to myself, and I don't know where you are underneath those lonely stars. No, till this song finds a home. Without you I roam. I'll be singing a cappella on my own. Here's to you, I know we tried, baby. To to change what we knew inside. But it's too late to cry. Let the sun set, it's alright. Let me let it go. No, yeah. Underneath those lonely stars, till this song finds a home. Without you I roam. I'll be singing a cappella on my own. Singing a cappella on my own. Oh, singing a cappella. Yeah, yeah, oh, no. My own. So your lips feel like something warm and tropical, pure and lovable, don't you agree? Yeah, and like the summer sun, you're beaming something wonderful, pure and lovable, my tangerine. Yeah, when we're chilling in the stardust, baby, and it's just us. Put your citrus kiss on mine, yeah. And it tastes like pineapple. Yeah, it tastes like pineapple. Girl, it tastes like pineapple juice in summertime. And it tastes like pineapple. Girl, it tastes like pineapple. Girl, it tastes like pineapple juice in summertime. Juice in summer. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Say your lips feel like something warm and tropical, and lovable. Oh, don't you agree? Yeah. And like that summer sun, that lucky star, still there you are. I see you from afar. Stay evergreen, baby. When we're chilling in the stardust, baby, and it's just us. Put your citrus kiss on my bed. And it tastes like pineapple. Girl, it tastes like pineapple. Baby, it tastes like pineapple juice in summertime. And it tastes like pineapple. Girl, it tastes like pineapple. Baby, it tastes like pineapple juice in summertime. Juice in summer. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah. Said, oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, yeah, yeah. It's summertime. Ooh. You're a hot shot, you got money to spend, but you're looking for a lover who can still pay rent. Keep it G-class, like in Mercedes Benz. While you chilling in the back, taking pics on the gram. Said I don't do drugs, you pop 'em like M&M's. And you slim thick, but you shady, baby, like Eminem. She said, hush boy, 'cause I'ma make you a man. Baby, you could call me Alice, take you to Wonderland. And I said, I'm on that Jimi Hendrix, I bought way out in Mars. And you foxy lady, babe, come and touch the stars. I'm on that Jimi Hendrix, I bought way out in Mars. I think I love you, baby, like I love my guitar. Ooh, my guitar, I think I love baby, like I love my guitar. Ooh, 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 my guitar. I think I love you, baby, yeah. Said you're a hot shot, but don't you pretend. Yeah, you say you love me, baby, you just like famous men. And I'm a pop star, I don't mind if you flex. You can leave me and then love me and be on to the next. What do you say now? Bring me that money, honey, baby, don't talk too much. Give me that lovey-dovey, give me that gushy stuff. Excuse me, I'm feeling funny, baby, and I don't know why. He said, come kiss me, baby, and we can kiss the sky, 'cause I'm on a Jimi Hendrix, I bought it out in Mars. Hey, you a fussy lady, babe, come and touch the stars. I'm on a Jimi Hendrix, I bought it out in Mars. I think I love you, baby, like I love my guitar. Said, ooh, 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 my guitar. I think I love you, baby, like I love my guitar. Ooh, 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 my guitar. I think I love you, baby, like I love my guitar. Yeah. Oh, baby, no, 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 no. I think I love you like I love my guitar. Yeah. So she got cherry lips, angel eyes. She knows exactly how to tantalize. She's out to get you, danger by design. Cold-blooded vixen, she don't compromise. She's something mystical in colored lights. So far from typical, but take my advice. Before you play with fire, do think twice. And if you get burned, don't be surprised. Got me lifted, drifting higher than the ceiling. Ooh, baby, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, it gets so fly. The sugar, it gets so fly. Ooh, sugar, it gets so fly. Say sugar, sugar, it gets so fly. Ooh, sugar, it gets so fly. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, sweet talking lady, love how you entice. Sugar with just the right amount of spice. Charming, alluring, everyone's desire. Used up to get you, you can run, you can hide. She's something mystical in colored lights, I said. So far from typical, but take my advice now. Before you play with fire, do think twice. And if you get burned on sugar, don't you be surprised. Got me lifted, drifting higher than the ceiling. Ooh, baby, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, how you get so fly. Oh, sugar, how you get so fly. Say, I heart, how you get so fly. And Dunkin late latte lounge, how you get so fly, baby. Oh, New York, how you stay so fly. Oh, 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 no. Oh, sugar, you get so fly.
Francesco Yates, round of applause from those of you who are there in the room hanging out with us. But for everyone that's watching at home and online or on their phone and all that, damn. Let me just go ahead and say that first off, dude. Thank you for that, for sure. So we're hanging out here in our Dunkin Latte Lounge. Francesco, an important question that I got to give you, man. Are you a hot coffee or an iced coffee type of a person?
Both.
Both? All right. So
And I will talk your ears off. I promise you
I'm
that
with
if
that.
you give me that.
All
Caffeine's
right.
a good friend of mine.
It's a good friend of mine also, dude. Who's that person that if you had a nice let's go large. A large iced latte, you could have a conversation sipping an ice cold drink with one person dead or alive. Who would it be?
Just to pick his brain, it would be Prince for me, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All day. I mean, one of the greatest. Hearing the influence in your music is awesome, and I think you're doing him justice, bro.
Man.
And take a long time drinking that iced coffee when you had that conversation with Prince. You deserve it.
Maybe in the psychic realm one day.
There it is.
To see more videos like this, check out DunkinLatteLounge.com. And if you're posting on social, use the hashtag DunkinLatteLounge.